Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here. And first, let me say Happy New Year. I just want to wish all you guys out there a very healthy, safe, and prosperous 2017. I apologize in advance if I sound a little hoarse in this video. I'm just now getting over bronchitis. I've had bronchitis ever since before the holidays. And let me say, spending the holidays sick sucks. That sucks, but I'm finally starting to feel better, and I wanted to kick off the new year with my list of my favorite movies of 2016. So, in no particular order, here is my list of favorite movies of 2016. The Witch was the first horror film of 2016 that I saw, and still resonates as one of last year's best. Robert Eggers' eerie and atmospheric take on folklore of the Northeast finds a family of settlers in the 1600s exiled deep into the woods of New England. Unfortunately for them, they decide to establish their new homestead in the backyard of a witch. Slowly, the family is torn apart by evil forces using their deepest-rooted sins against them. The film features a superb cast led by newcomer Anya Taylor-Joy. Eggers goes out of his way to give the film a feel of authenticity, from the dialogue to the rough-in-it way of life. The film is an unrelentingly bleak and gripping journey, expertly crafted by Eggers with enough subtext to warrant multiple viewings. Train to Busan is a South Korean film that finds a group of survivors barricaded in the forward cars of a speeding train during a zombie outbreak, while the conductor races for a safe station to disembark. Think 28 Days Later meets Snowpiercer. Train to Busan moves at an unrelenting pace and sports some excellent sequences of action and suspense. Even though the pacing here is breakneck, the film doesn't skimp on character development. The driving force behind Train to Busan is the strained relationship between a father and daughter. The film also portrays a far more believable portrait of societal breakdown in the face of a pandemic than anything seen in The Walking Dead. Race out to see it. Director Jeremy Saulnier's follow-up to 2013's excellent Blue Ruin features a punk band led by the late Anton Yelchin in one of his final performances, having witnessed a murder at a Nazi skinhead club following a gig. The group barricades themselves inside the green room for safety. The Nazi group, led by Patrick Stewart, who delivers a chilling performance, wants them dead. Bloodshed ensues. Green Room is one of the most down and dirty, brutal films I've ever seen. Not so much a horror film per se, but certainly horrific in its depictions of violence involving knives, machetes, guns, dog attacks, etc. By the end of the film, those who've survived, much like the audience, look and feel like they've been put through a blender, both physically and emotionally. Green Room is a rough ride, but definitely worth the bruises. The Conjuring 2 is the rare exception of a sequel that surpasses its original. James Wan continues to cement his name as a new master of horror, finding the Warrens, played again by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, tackling the infamous case of the Enfield haunting. Wan is the man when it comes to building tension to white-knuckled heights. The demonic antagonist taking on the form of an evil nun here is a brilliant touch. While The Conjuring 2 delivers all the chills we've come to expect from Wan, Wilson and Farmiga's relationship is the heart running through the movie that holds it all together. Madison Wolfe delivers an excellent performance as the tormented young Janet. Viva la Wan! Late one night, a father-son corner duo played by Brian Cox and Emil Hirsch are delivered the body of a Jane Doe with the instruction to find a cause of death ASAP. As the two delve deeper into the woman's autopsy, the less things add up, and they both soon come to realize that strange things happening around them are directly linked to the dead woman. Talk about achieving a lot with a little. The Autopsy of Jane Doe takes place entirely in a coroner's lab and the hallways and office around it, with a cast comprised of 3 actors, one of which being a nude woman with no dialogue. The movie is an exercise in suspense with an emphasis on characters. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is an expertly crafted and genuinely creepy film that keeps the viewer on their toes until the bitter end. Cox and Hirsch both deliver excellent performances. This is an exemplary suspense thriller from the director of Troll Hunter. Go see it. At what point do we stop calling Mike Flanagan an up-and-coming master of horror and just crown the guy already? Hush is Mike Flanagan's ode to John Carpenter's Halloween, finding a lone deaf woman caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse with a masked killer. Much like Halloween, Hush does a lot with a little. Building off a simple premise, Hush's focus is on its lead character Maddie and her fight for survival. As Maddie is deaf, most of the film is free of dialogue, but Flanagan adds layers of atmosphere with the movie's score, and as Maddie is a writer, Flanagan constructs an inner dialogue for her, in which she envisions a situation she's in as if it's from a story she's writing, weighing each option carefully, including the potential outcome, most of which find her on the business end of the killer's blade. Kate Segal carries the movie as Maddie, and you find yourself rooting for her every step of the way. This is a must-see. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. If you liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Please share with me your personal list of favorite movies of 2016 in the comment section below, or let me know how I did with my list of favorite movies of 2016 in the comments section below. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.